I've taught so many cake makers how to make models, and how far in advance can I make my cake toppers has always been one of the top questions. So I thought I'd break this down properly for you today. So it depends on how many cake toppers you have, your available time, and how difficult you find it. Giving yourself enough time to make your cake toppers without stress is always key when you're new to something. You can make cake toppers 2 or 3 weeks ahead of time. I personally wouldn't do it more than that, purely because the quality can drop if you haven't stored them correctly. To see how to store your cake toppers, watch the video coming up here. Here are some time-saving tips. Prepping your colours and weights for each body part in advance can also make you fly through making it much faster. And honestly, grabbing yourself templates for what you want to make with weights broken down into each part can save you almost a third of time. Simple cake toppers for children's cakes, I do prefer to make only a few days in advance. And this is because it just keeps it softer in case they want to bite into them. To make sure that you're making cake toppers safe for kids' cakes, you'll want to watch the video coming up here. Creating fondant figures can be more time consuming, but far more rewarding and personal. In my Ultimate Modelling Masterclass, where I coach cake makers how to make any person of any age and ethnicity, I teach them how to break down a model into 4 different time blocks. This system saves hours and completely changes how confident you feel when modelling. If you're curious about how I teach or just want to get a head start, you can grab my 4 free part video series. It's a perfect intro to my style of modelling, and it's packed with time-saving techniques. The link's below. So when we're working in time blocks, it's super important that you don't stop the creative process at other times. It will massively affect putting your model together and the outcome. So here's the order in which a figure can be built in different time blocks. So time block 1, you can create the legs, the feet, the shoes, and you must put it together, because remember, how it dries is where it stays. Time block 2, the torso and the arms. Attaching arms to a dry body is so much harder unless you're using wires. The foundation of the face, the shape, the eye socket, the nose, the lips, the ears. Then give it more drying time. This is going to prevent you from squashing the face when you're doing the details. Little tip here, always leave your face exposed to the air and the bottom of your head on a plastic or non-stick board. This way the base of the head doesn't dry and you can pop the skewer through it later. No longer than 2 days to be safe. And lastly, you can add all the details on the face and the hair, knowing that you're not going to squash the face. Make sure that you store your cake topper the correct way between doing these time blocks to keep it in the best condition. You can check out how to store your cake toppers in the video here. If you're wanting to post your fondant cake toppers, you will need to make them well in advance. Me personally, I only post cake toppers if I make them out of clay, as I have way less problems when I post them. If they break in the post, they break so clean that you can easily slot it all back together with just a bit of super glue. And they're really awesome keepsakes. Check out the description if you want to learn more about how to turn these into clay models. Here's a common mistake warning. Just because a topper looks dry on the outside does not mean it's dry all the way through, especially on thicker parts like the head or the torso. I've had figures fall apart from being moved far too soon. Also, if it's really humid where you live, you'll need longer drying time. If you want to learn how to dry out your models easily, I've got 5 top tips in this video coming up here. And don't worry if you felt like everything I've said is a lot. I've linked everything you need in the description, or you can just watch the full playlist coming up. Really hope this all helps. And if there's something I haven't covered, let me know in the comments and I'll help you out there. See you in the next video.